What up, though, Pride Nation? Welcome back to another Field Review podcast show. Man, oh man, it is Thursday, and I'm feeling too damn good. Oh, good people, let me just talk to you. For those of you who's going to have a 3-day weekend and counting down the days, God bless you. To those of you who will not, don't worry about it. I'm here for you to give you your Lions news and something to entertain you as you get that money. Now, people, got a few things I got to address. Some old news, some new news, some good news, some bad news. Either way it goes, it's news, people. And the best part about it is this. I'm guaranteeing you, I'm not going to rant. This is the best part of it. I'm not going to rant. I'm not even going to go off the rails. I will be very emphatic in what I'm saying about things, and I would even be damn right excited about some things, okay? Now, if you can hear my children in the back giggling and laughing, it's because they are excited as I am. So give me a second because I gotta line something up really quick. 1 second. All right, I think I got that fixed. Now, okay. Now that I got that squared away, I had to cue something up. Let's talk about what we're gonna talk about today, people. First things first, we're gonna talk about a little bit of Todd Gurley. That's right, people. I said the name, Todd Gurley. We're talking about that. We'll also be talking about the measure for a player's success. It's something that was brought up to me that I got to talk about. We got to talk about Colin Cowherd, who, said some things a little while back, tried to backpedal on it again, but we'll get into it. And then we got to talk about the presser. We also got to talk about OTAs because there are some things in the OTAs that I feel we need to put a light on, that I feel that we need to draw some attention to. Now, people, I want you to understand something, okay? This is about having fun today. This is about having an enjoyment of nothing else but fun, okay? So, if you got some negative energy in you right now, cool. I'm all for it. You got negative energy, I'm with it. Just know I'm not giving you that same energy back. I'm going to let you keep your negative energy because I'm too high off of the good things that I'm seeing. So there's nothing that you're going to say that can get me upset. Now, people, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. Let me see who's in the building with me today. Let me see who's rocking with me today. As we all roll up in here, let me see what we got going on. We got Delusional Lions fan, the Analytic Den, Izzy77. We got Frederick Jackson. We got One Pride 40, Go Lions, Blue Jay Sarge, Cap Ice Cold. We got, let me see, make sure I mean somebody, Eltonio Jenkins. We have Fred Jackson. Make sure I don't miss nobody. We got Hatter House in the building, That Dude Live, BD Buster, Looney Tune. Make sure I don't miss nobody. I don't want to miss nobody. We got Dolo Dynamite, Malik Mills. Let's see. Make sure I got everything. I got everybody. I'm pretty sure I think I hit everybody. All right, listen, let's get right to this right out the gate. If you see my thumbnail, if you see the picture on the screen, yes, that is freaking Todd Gurley. And if you haven't heard yet, the Detroit Lions brought him in for him to take a physical. What that tells me is if he passes the physical, he's going to be a Detroit Lion. Now, what does that mean for the Detroit Lions who have a Jamal Williams, who have a DeAndre Swift, and they drafted the running back out the backfield? What's the guy named Jamar Jefferson? So what does that mean for the Lions? Does that mean that the Lions are so committed to the run? Could be. I think what this move is more proof that they're going to try to recreate what got the Rams to the Super Bowl. I'm going to say this again. They're going to try to recreate what got the Rams to the Super Bowl. Plus, they are accounting for injuries. So if you have not heard, Joel Heath tore his ACL and he's out for the season. Which, to be honest with you, is great news for Joel Heath. Now, I know y'all are probably thinking, Luke, how in the hell is Joel Heath tearing his ACL great news for him? Because he's going to get paid to heal. And before, I think he was going to get cut. So he saved himself by basically letting it pop. Okay, let's be honest. He saved himself by letting it pop, and that's great. All right, now I see we got some more people in the building with us, man. I gotta make sure I get you out here. Motor City Thanos in the building. Salute to you, sir. All right. I hope I always botch this name up, but it's Dunamis. I hope I said that right. We got Hollywood Boner, Jimmy Stoneful. Let me see. Make sure I ain't miss nobody. I don't want to miss nobody. You can hate me now, Mackenzie, Marcus Robinson. I don't want to miss nobody. I'm in too much of a damn good mood. We got Frank in the building. Listen, people. Look, Frank said I missed him. Nah, never, Frank. I got you, bro. Listen, 100%. Todd Gurley does a number of things for this team. Okay, and mind you, we're going to talk about what it means, but we also got to talk about should they do this. So now, I think they're trying to recreate what they did with the Rams that got them to the Super Bowl, which is have a constant stream of running backs that can change the pace of the game at a moment's notice. Now, granted, like I said, Joel Heath tore his ACL, and with Joel Heath tearing his ACL, you now have a guy who, can fill in and is a proven back. Now, I'm going to show y'all the most important thing about Todd Gurley, okay? I want you to mark my words on this. Todd Gurley in the backfield makes you respect the Lions run even more, but also opens up the play action. Why? If you don't stack the box with this offensive line, the one we ain't seen play yet, but we're projecting to be like all world and top 10, that offensive line, you're going to pay. So just stay with me. Walk down the tunnel with me, okay? I want you to see the vision. First, you come out here, you run the ball with Swift. Swift going to give you everything he got. Now, they still not satisfied. You go out there, you run the ball with Jamal Williams, and they're saying, oh, damn. And you come out in a formation in shotgun or not in shotgun, however you want to do it. It's up to you. You got options now. And you are at the goal line, and it's Todd Gurley. You know what? I got a better way to explain it. Do not be surprised if Wildcat makes an appearance in Detroit. Do not be shocked when you see formations that are running back heavy, designed for the running back to get the direct snap and go. So, the real question is, should the Lions sign Todd Gurley? And the best answer to that is yes, if he's cheap. If he's cheap. Signing Todd Gurley makes more sense than signing Trey Turner. Now, I know some of y'all ain't going to like that because y'all like, oh, we need another guard, man. And Trey Turner's, Trey Turner was hurt last year. He was hurt the year before that. He's hurt the year before that. There's no reason to do it. Well, Todd Gurley was hurt too. Yes, but Todd Gurley's not being asked to start. Todd Gurley's not been asked to be the number 2. Todd Gurley is asked to come in and be relief. He's literally a relief pitcher, a relief batter. Whatever you want him to be, he's the relief. And at the end of the day, what this does is solidify the fact that the Lions are here to win this year. You can sleep on them if you want to, but nobody wants to slam their head into a bunch of running backs that's going back to back at their asses. Nobody wants to do that. Secondly, what do you think is going to really cause Todd Gurley to come to the Lions? Right? Like the Lions probably wasn't his first choice, probably. But when you think about it, who really was your first choice and why they not calling you? You were still a free agent well after the fact, and a lot of running backs were taken in the draft, and you didn't get the call. So guess what that tells me? That one, he's probably coming here cheap. Now, if he come here and he's on a deal that's ridiculous, I'm going to lose my shit. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to lose it because I'm like, why would you get this deal? Right? But what this does is this. It opens up everything else. It lets me know that the pressure is not about putting it on golf. It lets me know that they're going to spread the ball around. It lets me know, right, that this team is committed to at least looking like they want to run the ball. The fact that he's taking a physical, all we're waiting on is for him to take a physical. So let's talk about it. Now, Looney, you're right. He said you also got to account for the injuries too. Like if Jamal goes down or something like that, I'm pretty sure Gurley can hold his own. And that's my point. They saw Joel Heat go down, and they said, you know what? I'm just gonna carry 4 running backs, right? I'm not even gonna play around with it. I want to run the ball this year, and I don't want any loss of that at any point in the season. But think about it from this standpoint. When you're talking about getting down there into those important months, like those Octobers, Novembers, before we had it off to January, when you get into those important months, what are they going to do? Run that damn ball. The only thing I care about is the price right. As my man Cap Ice Cold say, shout out to my man Numbers J. What's going on? Okay. Numbers J said, what the hell going on here? The Lions apparently got this man, Todd Gurley, in the building taking physicals. Now, I don't know how often they have people taking physicals and don't sign them, but I think this means that they're going to sign them, barring the physical. Now, does this mean that he can make the team? Probably not. It doesn't necessarily mean that. But what does this really tell you about the Lions? Right? That there's a change of guard. There's a change of approach. What up, though, Chris Wallace? I'm telling you, I'm in a good mood. And not because we're talking about bringing in Todd Gurley. I'm in a good mood because I'm alive. I'm just high on my life. You feel me? Can I just have a moment to be high on the fact that I could take a breath? It's not that much. Okay? Right? I'm just here to talk football with other football fans. Now, let's keep it 100, people. I'm starting off with this because we have to talk about that. And then we have to talk about this thing that I started to notice a trend on, where I saw a conversation that was going on a number of different platforms, from a number of different YouTubers to mainstream media and everything. And it was all this talk about jersey numbers and stuff like that. And somebody brought up the fact that they basically said it. I'm gonna make sure I don't mess their word up, but all of them had this comment where when it came to talking about particular quarterbacks, how he never won a playoff game in 12 years, right? And so I got to thinking, right? I got to really thinking. And I started asking the question, why in the hell is playoff wins the measure for if a quarterback is good or not? Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but there's been a lot of quarterbacks who has playoff wins and they're not good. They're just not good. There's been a lot of quarterbacks who don't have playoff wins who was freaking phenomenal. But why is that a measure for most Lions media? Why is the idea that, oh, you got to win a playoff game? If that's all it took, why are we not praising Eric Kramer? Like, I'm trying to figure this out. When are we going to start praising the people who got the playoff win? I mean, that's all we're trying to get, right? I mean, why is that the standard? What sense did that make? It doesn't make sense to me. Look, I'm going all out of order because I'm feeling good about it. Okay, Hatterhouse says I agree. He said he can get 1.5 million with incentives. I take it. That's cheap. I'll take it. Izzy says, you in a good mood because you heard Glenn's interview? We going to talk about that too. Trust me, I'm not leaving no stone unturned. It's coming. Todd Gurley sounds like this year's AP or Blunt to me, a 1 year and done. That's all you need him to be. He's insurance. Do you think we are in any race for Julio? We no. Why would we be? Right? Why would we be, and why would you want us to be? There's no reason for the Lions to go out and get Julio Jones. Why? If Julio Jones gets cut by the Falcons and the Lions decide to kick the tires on him, great. But if Julio Jones can only be had by a trade and that trade don't evolve around a 7th round pick, hell no, we shouldn't be in the running for it. There's no reason for us to consider, look at, or even come close to thinking about trading for an aging, injury-prone wide receiver. There's no point. We just got We just got 2 other receivers who were injured, and we didn't even pay them half of what we had. We would have to pay a Julio Jones. And so now you're talking about giving up draft capitals to get Julio Jones. Why? There's no reason. So any fan who thinks, and knows people, before y'all jump on my man's head, he literally says, I don't want him. That's why I asked. We are not in a running for Julio Jones. We are not thinking about Julio Jones. The Lions have showed you what their approach is this season, and it is very freaking simple. Very freaking simple. That approach is simply put that they are looking for sensible deals that don't cost or set the team back. That's all they're looking for. They're not trying to reinvent the wheel. They just want some sensible deals that don't cost or set the team back. That's it. That's it. They're not asking for anything else or any type of compensation. But if a fan come to you and say, man, we should trade for Julio Jones, ask them, is Julio better than Calvin? And if the answer is no, tell them, then why in the hell are we finna give up draft capital for a person who's not better than what we had? And when we had it, we still didn't win nothing. So make sure y'all start questioning some of this stupid stuff that people say. We can't keep tolerating dumb. It's not going to be accepted around here no more. This is a new Lions fan base, a new era. We can't do that. Now, you telling me, people want Trey Turner, but Trey Turner, you have any idea how hard it is to find good linemen? The fact that he's still out there tells you that most teams is worried about the fact that he's not going to be healthy. As Norman say, Malik Hooker, yeah, go and give me another safety. We could talk about it. Mark Sanchez won the AFC Championship. He's not good. That brings me back to my point. Why is the playoffs the damn standard? It helped me understand, of all the things that you can measure a quarterback by, why are playoff wins it? Why? Why is that the standard? Tim Tebow, not good. Dude, have been out of the league 100 years, and all of a sudden he's a tight end. Amazing. Right? I'm just looking at it from this standpoint that this is something that we have to look at. If all you need to do is win a playoff game, then Tim Tebow is a good quarterback. Facts, man. Listen, boy, it was a boy Bangley, YT. Yeah, I mean, listen, if that's all it takes, this should not be the standard. I am here to change perspectives, not your mind, not anything, to change perspective, to get you to see it from a different way. Right? And that perspective is this. We got to change our standards. I'm not looking for just a playoff win. If Todd Gurley win a playoff win, that don't tell me nothing more about Matthew Stafford. Because I can tell you right now that he's probably going to be coached better. And look what they're doing. Look at these moves. They're getting ready to try to load up at the running back position. After they lost a player, they like, let me go out here and get this dude. He young. He know the system already. I can save some tread on my other players. Blake Afrin Bortles won a playoff game. Talk to him. What's going on in the mix? One funky Lion fan in the building. What's going on? Edward Hicks, what's going on? Edward already thinking, y'all. Y'all see this? Gurley would be good in that pistol with Swift and the other running back. Yeah, Jamal Williams. I'm just telling you. He's there trying to create matchups. Sanchez never won one. He just got there. Had he won, the Jets would have been in the Super Bowl. He's still not a good player. He's just not a good player. So it's just one of the things where I want people to kind of change perspectives. I want to kind of jump into that because somebody kept talking about, I heard today on the radio, they said Tony Romo was better than Stafford because he won a playoff game. They're like, yeah, he beat him head to head. And I'm like, hold up. Is that the NFL's first flag thrown but picked up? Man, no, stop playing with me. The first time where the NFL apologized to a team for missing a call or two at the end of the game? Stop playing with me. That's not the measure. I got more important, more pressing things going on. Now, I got to jump on this because everybody want me to talk about it, and it's a little bit old. He kind of changed his tune a little bit, but he still is insulting. I don't really care that this happened. I don't. Because to me, I like it when a person has to look at the picture afterwards. Now, keep in mind, what you're about to hear is Colin Cowherd, who made some interesting statements, but that's before he saw the draft, right? Like that, it has to be before he saw the draft. There's no way he saw the draft and then make these statements. So that's not what happened. But people are just not catching it, and they're like, "Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about." So let's hear what Colin had to say about our Detroit Lions, and these are comments that were made after the Lions traded for Jared Goff, because you know he didn't like Stafford, and apparently Jared Goff neither. Let's go.
Protein, sign up today, butcherbox.com/herd. 2 pounds of free ground beef in every box for the life of your membership. If you sign up today, Joy Taylor with the news. No. Turn on the news. This is the Herdline News.
Well, Jared Goff is getting a fresh start in Detroit after the Rams traded him to the Lions for Matthew Stafford. And in his first press conference with his new team, he was asked if he took LA's decision to move him personally.
I think at first, absolutely. I think it builds that chip on your shoulder a little bit. I won't lie about that. There's that little extra motivation and chip that you do feel. And, I am so thankful for all my time there. But, yeah, you do feel that. You do feel, a little bit of, okay, like, let's see what we can do now.
I don't necessarily always feel like trades are a situation where it's a negative thing, or it means that you're not still a good player, or that you don't still have a lot to offer. Sometimes a team is just in need of your services more than the current team. You have a lot of talent at that position, and you're maybe just a little more expendable, or you ask for a trade. Like, there's so many different scenarios that happen within trades. This is kind of one where I could see you permanently having a chip on your shoulder. I mean, you were literally traded for another quarterback. Like, it was a complete swap.
Yeah, and also, listen, the Rams culture is pro-player. McVay is there for probably as long as he wants. You have the.
Now, I'm going to stop it right there. At this point, it's all like lip service. They buttering it up, okay? They feeling good about life. It says, do I see it? Okay. I'll check it out in 1 second. 100%. All right. Now, stay with me. This is the next thing he's going to say after this is what's got everybody up in arms.
Richest owner. You have a very capable, risk-taking front office. Detroit's none of that. It's a cold city. It's a losing franchise. They just rolled the dice on another iffy coach. Management's obviously not great, and ownership's not great because they can't get the coach right. I mean, this is where I feel bad for a player. Like, Matt Stafford's got to be like, can you imagine being I think Detroit's the worst franchise now in the NFL because Cleveland actually is winning games. Cleveland's got players. Detroit's the worst franchise in the league. You go from Sean McVay and Sunshine and that O-line and those weapons to Detroit. Like, that's a lot. Thank God in our business, I can't be traded to the 8th best radio.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's not the nature of our business. Obviously, sports, professional sports are.
So, people, I hope y'all caught all of that because people was pissed at how he was talking. People was livid. They was not happy. They wasn't with it. They was like, yo, it's one of those things that you have to look at and sit there and say, okay, that's how you feel. That's what you think. That's how you think it's going to be. Good. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm telling you why I didn't even get upset when I heard what he said, right? I didn't get upset because you really think he follows the Lions? No. You think he just repeats what he hears? Yes. Do you think he really understands what the Lions are doing? No. And he's saying all of this before then. He never thought about the fact that the Lions had 3 out of the 5 linemen already set. He never thought about that. He never thought about the other offseason moves. He's looking at it from a standpoint because, let me go back. He was one of the ones who praised Matt Patricia, but now he's not so sure about Dan Campbell. Just putting it out there. Not my thoughts. Now, why should you not give a damn about what he's saying? Because guess what? They have to prove him wrong. This is the bottom line. There are people who come in here and they spew all type of crazy stuff every single day against the Detroit Lions, and I go to back and defend them. You know what I mean? I had to put my man Benjamin Foe, fellow Spartan, out on timeout for talking about the city, because you can't be talking about my city where I'm rapping. But you know what, though, people? At the end of the day, the Lions are they're going to do one or two things: prove somebody right and prove somebody wrong. And at the end of the day, most times the people who are talking about the Lions don't watch them. They go and look at stat lines. They go and read headlines. They don't watch them. If you ask them to name anybody on that team or name 4 players, not name Jared Goff, DeAndre Swift, TJ Hockenson, Jeff Okudah, if you was to ask somebody a random question like, hey, can you name all our linebackers? They would not know. And so at this point, I don't care. You should not care. The national media's idea that the Lions are going to have the worst offense in the league and be the first overall pick, it should tell you everything you need to know. The fact that Vegas has said that they're not favored in any game, because I guarantee you that's going to change as the season goes on, should tell you everything. And the fact that they had the audacity to just have to talk about the story and do it lackluster and half-assless tells me that they don't follow anything pertaining to this team. And for that, you should not give them any energy. For that, you should not care. Okay? Because they don't deserve that attention. Okay? And at the end of the day, we got to still have a team that can prove them wrong. We ain't took no snaps yet. We ain't did none of that. We are making moves to go in the right direction, to set ourselves up to be a better team than we were the previous year. Y'all thought I was nuts for wanting to fire the head coach after the first year. Remember that? Remember them days? Remember the days where I was getting cussed at and called an idiot and a clown and a joke? Remember them days? I don't sweat that. It's their job to prove me wrong. Now, in this guy's case, he didn't see anything. He didn't know what they were going to do in the draft. He didn't know what they were going to do in the offseason. But I can tell you this much. The reason that guy right there, Mr. Todd Gurley, is on the screen is because 100%, that changes a lot of perspective. You have to still respect Todd Gurley, just like teams had to still respect Adrian Peterson. You had to. The difference is you got to ask yourself, why would Todd Gurley want to come here with a backfield that's so crowded? What does he know that we don't? Right? And it's exactly what we're looking at. A bunch of people who don't know what the hell they're talking about. I mean, this right here says it. This is why Kwame Brown was talking about. People like Cowherd who don't follow a team, who don't understand how things work and just want to talk. They have no talking points. They need to have focus-based team content from people who are literal people who follow that team. Because at this point, you have a bunch of randoms coming up with stupid stuff. And it's dumb. It's dumb. Benjamin Foe says, if we got Todd Gurley, I would become a believer. People want to be here. People like what's going on here. People on outside see what's happening, and they want to get in the building. So I'm not here to gas you up. I'm here to talk football. Let's talk some football right now. The Detroit Lions are clearly heading in the right direction. There is nothing wrong about what they're doing. Anybody who don't like the receiving core will be shocked when I drop the next video, because I got to get all the facts first. Got to make sure I get everything right. Y'all like to come back and correct me, but I got to make sure I get everything right. All right. Now, let me just put this out here. First of all, shout out to one funky Lions fan who says, I just thought everyone would like to know that my woman is making garlic Parmesan sweet potato fries tonight. Salute to you, sir. Salute to you, sir. Also, people, if you have not heard, if you see him in the chat, make sure you give him a whole lot of love and a whole lot of congratulations. But my man's JGB, aka the General Review, aka he bought that life, aka One Pride or Don't Ride. That man right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He just had a little bitty baby boy, and I want to give him a huge congratulations because there's nothing more important than getting a new baby and getting a boy. Okay, so shout out to him. Show some love to the people right there. Now, I see some people in the chat, some new people in the building, got buffed up in there. We got Mr. Marcus 42, Crimson Shadow, Elk Production, right? I don't want to miss somebody. We got Predator Kingdom, CJ's in the building. Okay, I don't want to miss nobody. I'm in a very good mood. Y'all don't understand. Antoine, you high in the building. What up, though, people? I'm in a damn good mood. And I'm in a good mood because for once, I know that I'm going to be sitting here watching everyone who couldn't find a single ounce of objectivity in them to just talk about football. I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay? These are things that make teams better. When you make moves and you do things that puts a insurance policy out there, they're better for you. Right? God forbid, knock on wood. Hit it again. Okay, there goes some more wood for you. I'm trying to find all the wood that I can find in my house to knock on. If any one of our running backs get hurt and you got Todd Gurley on your team, let's say Todd Gurley do get hurt. Did we lose a running back? Nope. Is Todd Gurley coming in here making top dollar? Probably not. If people like Colin Hurd think we don't have an offensive line, what she said before the draft, and don't believe in the Lions, and all of a sudden it's buying into the hype, good. I want him to keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to my people over here, Man Hour. We did a very beautiful show yesterday where we went over the AFC East, and I had so much fun doing it. He says, I'm excited because you're excited. That's how it's supposed to work. You got to find a way to get excited about a new opportunity for you to see your team be better than what they were. If you are already going into the season and your mindset is simply, oh, this season over, we going to be garbage. Ain't nothing about us good. Man, look at our receiving core. Who are these guys, man? If that's your view, great. I love you too. Because that means that you posted here and it's recorded. And I, like you, have a beautiful way of remembering things. The same way you're going to remind me if I'm wrong. Right? Keep that same energy. Don't let it go nowhere. Don't let it dissipate. Okay? Don't get lost in the sauce. Now, let me go ahead and point out another person because I love this comment. Make sure I don't mess it up. All right, let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure I don't mess it up. And first of all, I want everybody who's showing it. First of all, I really hope my man JT be paying attention because I know he's going to go back and watch this. Look at all this love they giving you right here, man. Look at all this love they giving you right here. Come on, people. Can we do this? Can we do this or can we not? Look at this. Congratulations. 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 When I say that we are one pride, the strength of this football fandom is uncanny. It's beautiful. It's designed to be that way. You know why? When one of us is down, the others pick us up. When one of us is up, we lift them up higher. This is what a pride does. Right? This is what we do. Now, let me get to this comment right here because this right here was fire. Let me get to this comment right here. This came from right here. Luke, are you on the Kool-Aid this year? Nope. I follow football objectively, which means that I have to be able to with my own lion eyes, my eyes be lying. With my own lion eyes, I have to be able to see what the plan is. I see it. Now I'm going to show you it. First thing first, let's talk about OTAs. Okay. Now, OTAs is still early. Obviously, it's OTAs. There's one thing that I want you to understand about OTAs. Okay. One thing. Okay. I want y'all to understand. Say it with me. one thing. Almost 90% of our team showed up. And these are things that other teams where players were saying, oh, I ain't coming to that. I'll come when it's mandatory. Our team showed up. You know what I mean? That's huge. Our guys are here. Okay? And so when you got that kind of turnout on voluntary, on the cusp of, or the end, I should say, or I ain't gonna say at the end, but during a pandemic, because it's technically still going on. When you're getting that, okay, when you're doing that, I'm telling you that we are lining ourselves up in the right direction. Now watch this, people. Let me put this up here on the screen. Don't want nobody to miss this. So I'm sitting up here. You know me. I ain't got nothing to do, right? Because if I did, I would not be doing no shit like this. I wouldn't. This right here takes energy to do, okay? So let me get this off the screen first. Gotta make this right. I pray they don't take this down, okay? All right. Let me make this big. Boom, right there. Okay, let's look at this for a second. I want to point out some things in this 1 minute and 52-second clip, right? Obviously, there go my man Tracy Walker working on them hands because you know you got to have them hands at the safety. But there's some things that jumped out to me, like this one right here. Now, I want y'all to take a second to just, you know what, let me make sure I get a little bit clearer. All right, boom. Now, you may be saying, Luke, what the hell is it that you want me to see? I want you to see somebody who, if you are playing fantasy football, you better make sure you get him. And that's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Why in the hell is he practicing catching the ball on the ground? Do you know why? Because he wants his quarterback to have every option possible. If I fucking slip, throw me the ball. If I trip, I'm still open. If he punched me and knocked me out, trust my spirit will still catch the ball. I want y'all to take a look at this. Okay? This is another angle of how he's trying to catch the ball. Why else would you practice this? What other logical explanation would there be for you to do something like this? And then it hit me. When you're trying to be great, you got to do what seems strange to everybody else. You got to do what seems awkward. You got to do what doesn't come off all the time as something that the normal people would get. Okay? Now, I want to show you this one more time. Let me get it in here. Come on. Let me get it up in here one more time. Now, right here. I know it's a little fuzzy. But I want you to get excited. I want you to understand for once that there are some things that you do right. And when you get players who have attitude and certain types of mood to themselves, you get this kind of stuff right here. You know who I ain't never seen doing no stuff like this? Calvin Johnson. Am I saying he's better than Calvin? No. But what I'm telling you is he wants to be better than him. Why? Because you would have to be an idiot in most cases to think I'm gonna lay on my damn back and catch the ball with nothing but my hands. This is a guy who literally was not getting drafted, got pissed, and instead of getting in the car and going for a ride or calling somebody or crying about it, he went out and did more work and caught more passes in his garage. This man right here, y'all don't understand. Y'all worried about them dudes on the outside. Go and look at the Rams and tell me how they killing everybody with Cooper Kupp and Woods, and tell me how many times they on the outside. You don't get your feelings hurt trying to play that game. It's about the inside guys. It's about the TJ Hawkinsons, the Amon-Ra St. Browns, the Quintez Cephas. Look at those inside guys. Look at this. He's on his damn back doing this. On his back. Y'all not with me yet. I'm going to get you there. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I don't want them to shut me down, so I'm going to see if I can find it. Here we go. Right here. Let me get a little bit here. Right here. All right, people. Now, I want you to understand something. Every team does this. There's nothing special about this. But what I want you to do is just look at some of the small details and technique, right? Notice that 66 and I'm drawing a blank on his damn name right now, so don't you kill me. He pops the bag with his what? Inside hand. This is a combination block they're practicing on. And watch as 67 comes around. Watch this. Notice as 66 turns his head, his hand is still on him, while 67 hand is on him. And if you look right here, he's getting ready to go up to what would be a linebacker. Now, the reason you practice this is because you're probably going to run a lot of trap plays and pull plays and stuff like that. I get it. But watch the beauty and technique, people. Watch the beauty and technique, people. Because the thing that you're missing is they're moving in unison. This is beautiful. I can't wait for this freaking season to get started because I'm tired of the talk. I don't want to talk about it no more. I just want to see it. Just stay with me. Okay? Let me get to another piece for you. Got to get to another piece. Hold on. Where is it at? Make sure I'm checking my timestamps. Here we go. All right. So I'm checking my timestamps. And I want you to look at Jelani Tavai, right? He looked a little bit different. Okay. And so this is a catch that you get from Quintez Cephas, and you go, oh, okay, no biggie. But watch this. Let me just hit the play button real quick. Now, your punter, obviously, we know Fox. We know how Fox gets it in. But it's not that Fox is getting it in that I want you to pay attention to. I want you to pay attention to this. You see this? You see how those three plays right there are taken? They're not even in pads. But every goddamn motion is something important. Now, the reason I slowed it down is because I'm trying to keep from getting my shit stopped. I'm just telling you the truth. Right? I'm just telling you the truth. Let me get you one more piece for you. Right here. All right. So it's freeze frame right here for a reason. This, when I looked at it, I was like, what is going on here? It's a max protection. Right? T.J. Hawkinson's right here. Your line is right here. And they're running the ball to the what, people? The right. Oh, so we can run the ball to the right now. Is that a fullback I see? Oh, snap. Is that DeAndre Swift? Okay. Let's see how we doing this. Now, this is all walkthroughs. But what I want you to see is everything they're practicing on. It's about unison. It's about being in the room in unison. Now, the best part about all of this is this. Oh, listen, I saw the Sheila in him. I saw Sheila on there. They had the owner on the field before looking. But I want y'all to get into the mode that I'm in. Okay? All right. I am looking at it from this standpoint and this standpoint alone. That this team that you guys think is going to suck, that they're not going to be good this season, that you guys think is not going to make it, are going to be better than what you thought. And the question is, well, why would you say that, Luke? Why would you believe that, Luke? There's nothing that said that that's going to be the case, Luke. Well, let Luke show you why. Okay. People, y'all don't understand. Let me help y'all. Let me help y'all get excited for once. Let me help you. This right here, good people, is the press conference that we got to go over. Because now that we've seen some small things from there that I believe are huge things from your players, we got to get into this. This man right here, Glenn. Let's listen to Glenn. Let's see. Let me make sure I get this volume right. Oh, you know what? Damn it. It helps to unmute the video. Y'all don't judge me. It's been a while. Here we go. Oh, my God. Why is it? Oh.
How important is it in your defense to get speed and athleticism in your front seven there?
Well, I think this game is actually transitioning to having more speed on the field. But when you look at those two guys, I think with their skill set, guys.
I hate to do this. Got to stop this because I hear my son's crying. Give me one brief second, people. Don't go nowhere. This is about to get good. All right, people. First of all, let me just put this out here really quick. If you have children and you got Baby Shark playing, make sure that Baby Shark is longer than 3 minutes and a few seconds, because if you don't, your kid's going to go nuts like mine and lose his crapper, okay? My son is going nuts because Baby Shark went the hell off. Where the hell this happens at is beyond me. I'm thinking something is wrong, and this is all because Baby Shark has found this ending, okay? And that, to me, is absolutely nuts. Now, I'm back. I'm sorry about it. I'm always on Daddy's duty, but as much as I'm on Daddy's duty, I am also on Detroit Lions fan base duty as well. One pride or don't ride, and that means we got to take care of the Cubs as well. But I'd be damned if I had to find a damn 10-minute Baby Shark video because he is set tripping and he ain't playing no damn games about no damn Baby Shark, okay? It's life for him. Don't know what happened, but it's the truth. Let's go, Glenn.
The thing I think is underestimated about both of those guys, their ability to be able to play in space. I think they have the ability to be able to do that. That's what we're working with that right now. All right, so I think we're going to make sure we take advantage of, as always, their ability to rush the pass. Right.
Is that part of your overall concept too? Just your entire front seven, including the interior guys who can get off the ball and put pressure on the quarterback?
Well, if you look at the guys that we've drafted, all right, those guys are big players. All right, so the one concept that we want to make sure that we're able to do is be able to eat up as many guys we can up front. All right, you look at Aleem, you look at Penasini, who was here last year. You look at just any of those guys we have. You take Nick Williams, talking about Brockers, right? Those are big men, all right? When you have big men like that, they give you a chance to eat up blockers. So that allows the.
So first of all, I got to hear, and I could not have had this question come up even faster. This comes from Nomis J. Shout out to you. He says, "Hey Luke, why are you excited about Flowers being used at outside linebacker last season? You wasn't feeling it." So here's the thing. You're right. I wasn't feeling him being the outside linebacker because guess what? We had no real depth on the D-line for his ass to go to outside linebacker, right? He's not there to do that. And they were using him as an outside linebacker and dropping him into coverage. See, this is not what you do with somebody like Trey Flowers. And so why am I excited about him going to outside linebacker now? It's not that I'm excited about him going to outside linebacker. It's because I see the vision of this defense. And that vision is I'm not asking him to QB spy or drop into the flats because I want him and Romeo to just go after the quarterback without their hands being in the dirt. Brilliant. And I want to create a level from top to bottom that allows for me to blitz and send pressure from every angle possible. So when the question comes up, why am I excited? It shouldn't be why am I excited for Flowers to go to outside linebacker. No, it should be why am I excited for the potential of this defense. And it's because I can see scenarios where, think about this from this perspective. If you got Michael Brockers on that side and you're rushing Flowers off the edge, who are you blocking one-on-one? See, these guys can win the one-on-one. Who are you blocking one-on-one? So now you know for a fact I'm going to have my nose tackle getting this thing going. I got my rookie on the other DN spot getting this thing going. And now I got Flowers coming off the edge, and I can send Romeo. I'm sending Romeo. You ain't blocking all that. You just can't. You can't begin to stop that. This is why I'm excited. Now, we got 101 people in this chat. Can I get some love and can I get some likes up in this building? I'm feeling good today, y'all. I'm high off of life. It feels good. If you have to work this weekend, I'm going to give you something to listen to. And if you don't, then celebrate it and do something with somebody you love and enjoy it. Okay? Now, I'm going completely off script on this because I want to make sure that one, I address all of y'all. That's the first thing. Okay. But two, that we keep it objective. The Lions have now put themselves defensively in a position to where I can't even predict where the blitz is going to come. If they blitz Derek Barnes from inside, do you really think he's not going to have an impact? He's been doing it his whole damn career. He could play DN. If they have him go out to the outside spot and he drop his hand in the dirt, he could still give the damn tackle the business. Now what you have is a constant stream of confusion. And one of the things that you hear Aaron Glenn talk about in his press conference is the fact that I have guys who can take up space to free up what? My linebackers. Last year, it was basically Trey Flowers going to play linebacker and me trying to figure out, well, who the hell is the damn down lineman? Who's the guy winning a one-on-one or taking the pressure away from him? We didn't have that. We didn't have that. Why everybody want to take Swift's spot? Because they want Swift to be great. Anything worth having is worth working hard for. And if Swift can't come into camp thinking he can just coast it, you're going to earn it today. Oh, why they not doing that with Jared Goff, Luke? The fact that they got 4 first-round picks, Jared Goff know that he better perform or be replaced. This is not no thing to think about or put pressure on. Come on now. I'm just putting it out there, people. My excitement comes from me being able to see the picture. Shout out to my man Jim Live. He says, just checking in. Are we officially the Detroit Rams, Donald and Ramsey next? Let me tell you something. They never going to come up off of Donald, so we ain't got to worry about that. Ramsey, he just get that new contract. I don't know, maybe. But the Detroit Rams, nope. We're the Detroit Lions, and we're heading in a direction to do things the Detroit Lions way. We can't even begin, Jim, to put out a narrative that's we're the Detroit Rams because we love to be somebody else. And you know what they say about imitation. It's the best form of flattery. We don't need to be nobody else. We need to be the Lions. And you know what the Lions were on every level when they were having success? A running team. Billy Sims, Barry Sanders. I'm going to say it. Y'all ain't going to like it. Javid Best. When they were a running team, they were the Lions. We've been spending all these years trying to figure out what's our identity. What are we doing? It takes 3 years to change a culture. He's a rocket scientist. Come on now. Come on now. This right here is what we're talking about. We're not the Detroit Rams. We're not. But the fact that they are willing to look at what happened that led to their quarterback to have success, that led to their team to have success, and to say we can do that same thing because guess what? Across every other platform, they've had the same success because they ran the damn ball. We can be that team. We can get back to our roots. Remember who you are. Y'all remember that scene in Lion King when Rafiki took Simba to the water and said, look harder. We wanted him to take a closer look at it. And that is the same thing I'm asking you to do with this Lions team. See the bigger picture. I'm not trying to gas you up. Do I have high expectations? They're medium. I got them at 8 to 10 wins, somewhere in that range. Right? I'm not saying that they're going to win a division. I'm saying that they're going to be improved. I'm not saying that they're about to reinvent the wheel. I'm saying that they finally understood how to use the damn wheel. For the longest, they thought if they hold it over their head, it was a propeller, and they would turn into a helicopter. Now they understand that the wheel does many other things. And that's the beauty of what I see in the big picture. We have to see this. Now, I got 105 people. I hope I got at least 80 likes. Show me some love. I'm not here to gas it up. CJ says in 2023, the Lions would be good for sure. We will have a lot of our guys, so we should be at least 500 team. In the meanwhile, I don't have any problem with that. I think we'll be 500 or above. Slightly under, cool. No way we go into the first overall pick. We won't have a chance to take no quarterbacks high like that. Just don't see it. Could we be a top 15 to 20 pick? Yes. Top 10? Not this season. Not this season. Not with what I see. Nuh-uh. We're not. This team is different. This team has something different. The way they practice is different. The players who came here play and practice in a way that, and when I say play, people, I pay attention to college film. The way they play and practice that came here, they want to be great. Amon-Ra St. Brown is I'm telling you, is looking like he about to take over. All the greatness and all the things that we hear about that came out of the Rams and what they was doing came from the inside guys. The door is wide open. And Todd Gurley coming here, because I got to believe he's going to pass the physical. I will be shocked if he don't pass the physical. Todd Gurley sets standards, creates insurance, and sets up other teams to be put on notice. Pack your damn lunch and get ready. I'm running this ball. You want to come up and you want to put 8 men in the box? Cool. That's what I put the speed on the outside for. That's why Tyrell Williams is here. Because not only do he get the speed, but now he got a reason to prove it. That's why I brought Brashard Perriman here. Because he's got the speed, he's got to prove it. You want to play this underneath game with me? You're going to get dotted up. You wonder why people like Travis Kelce is the #1 target for people like Patrick Mahomes? Because we're doing the same damn things. It's not hard. We understand what needs to be done for us to have a winning culture. And you see it in the leadership. You see it. They're finally getting back to being the Lions. And I can't believe it. I can't. Because even when they were being the Lions back in the day, they were winning with trash quarterbacks. And that was after they drafted a Heisman Trophy mobile quarterback. Because you guys know that, we need a mobile quarterback to win, even though he fizzled out and was hot garbage. And yes, that was old history and ancient news. But the bottom line is this team is not leaning on one player anymore. So that's the other big picture y'all missing. Y'all missing the picture where this team is not sitting there saying, we got a Calvin Johnson, throw them the ball. And before somebody go, oh, they wasn't doing that. Yes, they were. Going over to the QB school, shout out to my man JT O'Sullivan, who came on to my show and told me that they spent their whole damn week of practicing for them to get into a game and completely not even call a play and was simply told to throw the ball to Calvin. No more leaning on Barry Sanders because we don't have anything else to do. Those days are gone. No more sitting up there just taking your best player and running them through the dirt. Those days are gone. This team is getting back to the basics. And you as a Lions fan, you as being somebody who is part of Pride Nation, needs to be here in for it in the present to 100% say to yourself, damn, this is how they're supposed to do it. And this is where it's supposed to start. This is crazy. 2 guys on the podcast, shout out to them. They say, wait a minute, I came here for Lions talk. What the hell? You know what you're getting. Come on now. You know what you're getting. I'm here to make sure that people understand the reality, the big picture. Let's get back to a little bit more of my man's Glenn. Because Glenn is telling you what the reality is. If you in the building, you hit that like button for me, I appreciate you. All right, I 100% appreciate you. If you didn't, I still love you because you here. But if you here and you in the building and you happy and you high off of life, then I should see emojis in the damn chat from here to the heavens. Let's get back to my man Glenn.
Guys in the second level for our linebackers to go make plays. And you see that with Alex. You see that with Tavate. Tavate's looking really, really good for us right now. All right. I think he's lost like 17 pounds. All right. He's moving well. All right. So he's another guy that's catching my eye as far as guys.
Did that man just bring up Jelani Tavai losing 17 pounds and moving well? Because, y'all said he was slow. Right? We all talked about him being slow. We talked about it. You know what I find interesting? You know how I say leadership reflects attitude? Right? You know how I say that? Yes, that's a Remember the Titans quote, a beautiful quote that's still relevant today. Because I can assure you this, that Aaron Glenn is going for greatness. He's trying to be great. He wants to be great. But let's let him talk.
Run. So those guys are going to do a good job for us.
All right, great. Thanks.
Justin Rogers.
Hey, Aaron, when we've talked to you previously, you've talked about the importance of getting to know your personnel in terms of shaping your scheme. And I don't think you had gone through free agency or the draft the last time we spoke. So I'm curious, as you build this thing out now, how much is kind of set in your mind and how much does it evolve through the different stages of the offseason and I guess even really through the regular season?
Well, I would tell you this. like every guy that we got on defense. And I give credit to the coach that was here before because we have some versatile players, and I'm excited for the different schemes that I can be able to create with the guys that we have. We have size, we have speed, we have length. So you could use that in a number of different directions. All right, man. We can be in base and get to a personnel package that you got to see at some point. We could be in nickel, right? You think about Jamie Collins, and then I can end up creating a 5-down package with him being on the edge.
Do you hear this man? Oh my God. Am I the only one over here trying to find nipple clamps? Is that just me? Are you not listening to the gears turning in his damn head and all the different options? And he even gave praise to the old coach, even though I wouldn't have did it. I get what he should have said, the old general manager, because that might be a topic for another day. But I'm just saying. Okay, maybe the nipple clamps is a little bit too much, but damn it, you get my point. I'm excited, people. Okay, I'm excited because not only do I understand that this is just creating opportunity after opportunity for this team to be so much better, for this team to be so different, for this team to finally understand what is necessary. This is what we need to have. Different attitudes. I don't told them, Major. They're not listening. I already told them they need to get. They're telling teams to pack your lunch. And I want you to understand something. Game 1. You know that game against the 49ers where they're not favored in? That's going to be open to the public for the first time? Well, here's what I'm hearing. It's already sold out. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, the suites is sold out. Everybody's selling out. Okay. You think the 49ers finna come from the West Coast and come into a peaceful? No, okay. You think we finna have a repeat of 2018? Now, if you don't know what 2018 was, that was a little bitty game where we went against a rookie head coach and a rookie quarterback and lost 45-17. You think we getting that? You think we finna get 2019 where it's a tie? Yeah. I get it. Let the man talk. He's telling you that he's getting ready to create things that's going to be unorthodox, and it makes it hard for you to know what the hell is coming. This is why I'm excited.
So I'm excited about things that we can create, and that goes with the guys we drafted, and then some of the guys that was here already. All right, and that's one of my scheme philosophies anyway. I mean, you want to have a functional scheme, but you got to have versatile players. And we've created that, even in the back end, man. We're big back in the back end with Iffy that's coming in. There's a number of things that we can do with that player also. So I'm excited about who we got. I'm excited about who we drafted. I'm excited about the go for that we have right now. I can't hear you.
Of course, somebody in media would have bad reception, but you know what? It happens. It's a Zoom meeting.
A little bit.
Again, can you hear me now?
No, he's still struggling.
Go ahead. Let me see if I can catch what you're going to say.
I'm just curious about your down papers to your staff.
Well, I would say this. Me playing with Dom, and I think I said this before, one of the most organized men I've ever been around. And, man, listen, he has an array of knowledge as far as his 3-4 defense. It's something that I've always wanted to do. And man, it's a no-brainer to get a guy that has a lot of success in this area with Dom, and just plus who he is as a person. I mean, he's a great man. He's a great teacher, has a lot of knowledge, and I'll be a fool not to utilize a person of that nature. So,
see, some of y'all was talking, right? Some of y'all was talking while class was in session. Okay, Antonio Jenkins says, "I wonder why Todd Gurley hasn't signed yet. Got to pass the physical." Looney Tunes says, "Luke, chill with the nipple talk. You got kids." I know it's a little bit too much. I'm just excited. I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry. But some of y'all was talking while class was in session, and you may have missed it because I know that one of the things I heard from a lot of people, outside media and fans alike, was that they have an unproven head coach with an unproven defensive coordinator who has just said that I will be a fool to not lean and accept the help of somebody who is proven and Don Cape. Let me stop talking. See, y'all missing the class, but I'm not. I'm awake. My red pills is activated. I'm awake. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't see the plan. Y'all don't have the vision. I'm going to get you there. This is about football. This ain't about hyping nobody up. This is about the football. All right? This is what I'm talking about. I'm feeling good about what this team is going to be because 9 times out of 10, every time somebody says something, I guarantee you they got a damn bulletin board where they are just taking headline at the comment and just panning it up. In the offensive room, we're going to be the 32nd offense in the league, according to CBS Sports. Pro Football Focus didn't even put any of our running backs on their top 32. Oh, you don't think they got nothing to work with? Okay, Glenn. Tell them more about how you're going to be this because you're unproven. You don't know what the hell you're doing.
Man, he's one of the first people I want to bring in. All right. And I've talked to him throughout my years of playing, throughout my years of coaching. And we've always stayed in touch and just talked football.
Mikey. Hey, Aaron. You've seen the tape on Jeff Okudah. I'm just curious now that you've seen him on the field, your immediate observations of Jeff, and what's the focus right now in his development?
Man, just first thing, outstanding athlete, really good movement skills, big, long, and developing Jeff into understanding first off who he is as a player. All right. Secondly is allow the defense to take away certain things for you and allow your leverage to take away the other. I think it kind of
y'all missed that. That's small. It's small. That's light. That was light. That's a little bit shaky. A little bit shaky. It's allowing the defense to do what? It's allowing the defense to take things away for you. See this? Y'all not paying attention. Don Bird says, I'm tired of bringing in over the hill players to get them. It says, get them in their prime. Been there, done that. Yep. But this is a different one because he's insurance. And how can you be upset with this type of insurance? I don't know if you ever been in a car accident, but if you have and you had insurance, you were happy you had the insurance. And Todd Gurley is that insurance. He's the Allstate, the State Farm, whatever your insurance company that you in love with, who pays you when the stuff hit the fan, he's your insurance. He's not here to be a feature guy. See, if we didn't have no running backs and you're bringing in Todd Gurley and you're saying he's over the hill, you're right. But you're still missing the big picture. You're still missing the important parts that we need to have here. Okay? And those parts are things that you are overlooking. He's not being brought here to be the number one. He's not being brought here to be the number two. He's brought here for insurance. He's brought here for more what's the word I want to use? I want to use a good word for this one. Let me see. For more of the big bad boogeyman factor. You see, you can't just load the box up to stop the run no more. He's not here to replace nobody. He's here to be a complimentary and a help. And all he got to do is play his part. Y'all not listening. I know this is hard. I know some of y'all thinking, oh, Luke, you gassing up. Luke, you hyping it up. Luke, it's the hopium. Luke, it's the Kool-Aid. Luke. But it's the objectivity. It's the facts that are before you. It's the realities that is there. It's the big picture that we keep missing. How do we keep missing the big picture? Let's talk about it a little bit. Don Capers D, second in 2009, second in 2010, eighth in 2012, ninth in 2015. Half of the time with Green Bay, he had a top 10 defense. Y'all not listening. The coaching staff is why I have this kind of attitude. The front office is why I have this kind of attitude. You know, what that saying? It's the whatever for me. It was the coaching staff for me. It was the team's attitude for me. It was all of the bulletin board for me. You got one guy telling me I'm coming here to take somebody's job. I don't want to hear about it. Don't care. But when I see you laying on your damn back, catching passes from strange angles, now I care. Because it sends a message. When I hear people say, oh, they got an inexperienced defensive coordinator who is literally telling you that he's going to create his defense in conjunction with Don Capers, I feel so much better. I got the big picture. I understand what's going on here. I ain't missed it. This defense, this team, this coaching staff, if you think this team is about to have the first overall pick, I feel bad for you. If you're praying for the Rams to lose every game so you can get the first overall pick, don't be wasting God's time like that. Them prayers ain't important right now. Because good teams ain't praying for nobody's downfall. Good teams are doing what they can to control their own destiny. Good teams don't concern themselves with the opinions of sheep. That's why they're damn lions. This is what we're talking about here, people. Now, if y'all got questions, this is y'all time to do it. This is y'all time to give me those questions. If you got questions that you want answered, that you want to put out there that I'm hot garbage, cool. See, top tier, I love you. I love you because you can sit in your truth. You can sit in your truth and say something like, "We got Gurley. Nah, I'm good on him." Why? Why would you be good on insurance? Let's put it into a different perspective. Let's say you got one of them old school, one of them box boys, it's sitting real good. You can say you got some nice rims on it, but now you don't have any insurance. And somehow the car gets stolen or it gets damaged. And now you got to pay to repair all of that. I'm pretty sure you'll wish you had insurance then, right? Well, here's a news flash for you. Todd Gurley is insurance. That's what he is. He's insurance. If you bring in a guy like Todd Gurley, he's been brought in to be insurance. They just lost one of their offensive linemen, which I think it was great for him that he tore his ACL because he's going to get cut anyway. They just lost that. But now if you go out and you got Swift, you got Jamal, and you got Jameer Jefferson. Let's say Jefferson goes down. You still got a three-headed dragon. Let's say Williams go down. You still got a three-headed dragon. Let's say Williams and Jefferson go down. You still got a good running game. Let's just say for hypothetical purposes, I'm knocking on all kind of wood. Knocking on metal. I want to knock on it all, right? Let's say that Williams and Swift both go down. You wouldn't want Todd Gurley being the relief guy? You wouldn't want him being the guy that's relieving those dudes till they get back? Let's say you get into the playoffs, and now you're going against a team that can't stop the run, but you can't run your guy to the dirt. You wouldn't want to be able to hand the ball to multiple people? See, this is the thing. This ain't about getting him because he's over the hill or he's a has-been. This is about getting him because he's insurance. People get hurt through camp all the time. He is insurance to that. Now, let's say he gets hurt. So you still back to square one where you was at anyway, and you didn't really lose anything. Plus, I promise you he's probably going to come cheap. Now, if he got a huge contract, then you're going to see me on your board. Now we got to talk about it. But I'm just saying, you got to respect insurance. He says, because we have Jamar, let him get those touches. Gurley would end up stunting his growth. No, he not. That guy was took it in the 7th round. He had to earn his way on the team any damn way, and he's not going to stunt his growth because there were people when they had running backs and stuff. They had Cam Akers who had to sit and learn and get his groove in, and when they unleashed him, well, damn it, what do you know? It worked. It's the same thing with Jefferson. It's the same thing. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. You ain't lost nothing for adding a guy like that. You had people who really want Trey Turner, and this dude ain't did nothing but be hurt every freaking season. This is Vincent. He says, I'm a Lions supporter, not a fanatic, Luke. I respect that. I respect that. Isn't Williams insurance? No. Williams is part of the overall scheme of game plan. See, the difference between insurance and somebody a part of the overall scheme of game plan is simple. With Williams, he's meant to come in and be a part of the game plan. Insurance is basically saying that we can get through this thing unscathed, and if we need to switch up the game plan and include him, we can. The real question you need to ask yourself is, why would Todd Gurley want to come here knowing that we got a loaded backfield? It's because he understands that he's insurance. That's why. Just saying. Just putting it out there. Does getting tired change your perspective on points per game this year? Does getting tired change your perspective on points per game this year? I'm not sure what you asked me. I do apologize. I tried to figure it out in my head, but it's not clicking. Let's see what we got going on. If he's cheap, he's worth it. Our running back room always has injuries. It makes sense to me. Look at this. That dude lied. Good point right here. He says the signing of Gurley solidifies that we not hitting field goals. We going for extra points. We not with this bull. We trying to get points. The fact that they let Prater go and took another kicker, they just said, okay, we're trying to get it done. How do you know what you will have if you give his opportunity to Gurley? Because this year, I'm trying to solidify the culture I have built. So in order for me to do that, I may have to still build some players up. If I put them out there too early, it ain't going to work. You ever heard of a souffle? You take the souffle out the oven, you need the house to be completely quiet, can't bump nothing, or that thing going to drop. It gets real terrible, right? You know, it's sort of like if you leave certain type of meats in the oven too long, or you take it out too soon, it doesn't quite work the same. I love this right here. Kobe says it says exactly, if he can't beat out Gurley, then he don't deserve a spot on this team any effing way. Stop talking with that red pill talk, Kobe. Stop talking with the red pill talk. Some people not paying attention when class is in session. Vincent says, shit, go get AP. That's insurance. Not a 2016 Kia with 200,000 miles on it. Well, I'll have you know that a Kia with 2,000 miles on it works just fine because I have one. So thank you very much. And that's the best car to drive when I don't want to put miles on my other car. So yes, don't disrespect the Kia like that. That's not how we're going to do this. It says, and you call this insurance, Luke, stop. This is insurance. Whose spot is he taking? Whose spot is Todd Gurley taking? You think Todd Gurley really going to take Swift's spot? He really taking Jamal Williams' spot? Really? Really? If it's not insurance, what is it? Tell me. You already lost a guy in OTAs with no pads on. Don't you suspect that we're going to lose other players? It's insurance. I love this right here. Major Money says, stop looking at our team as a one-guy workhorse. Multiple players will eat, and we won't have to run anybody into the ground. This is the point I've been trying to point out to people. There's a bigger picture. We're not leaning on one player no more. Them times is done. Does Todd Gurley change your perspective on the points per game this year? No, because it's still going to run between Williams and Swift. So, nope. Let's see what else we got. Adrian Peterson is insurance, not Todd Gurley. Okay. So Adrian Peterson was insurance. All right. Who's the running backs? Look at when we got Adrian Peterson. Who are our running backs? Ask yourself that question. I'm dead serious. Think about this, Vince. Who was the running backs before we added AP? Now, before you answer that, okay? Before you answer that, I want you to think. Because they also went out after they brought in AP. They went out and took a Swift. But the running back before AP got there was Kerryon. And Kerryon had a multitude of injuries. And so they basically has said, we're done with this experiment. Carry-on can be the blocking back, and we'll leave it at that. But we're going to run the ball with who? Adrian Peterson and Swift. That's why they got majority of the carries. So it wasn't like this grand scheme of things to act as if though, oh no, that's insurance. No, Vince, that's not what they did. See, Todd Gurley ain't taking none of their spot. Todd Gurley not here to take none of their spot. He's here literally for insurance. That's all. That's all it is. Jamar Jefferson is not guaranteed a spot. His best chance is special teams. He was a 7th round pick. Just saying. Gurley would be a great asset to this roster. Detroit Lions 74-14. You ain't got to tell me. I'm in agreement. 105 people in here. I hope I got at least 90 likes. I want somebody to show some love. And if I got some thumbs down, I ain't mad at you. This is a day of being happy and joyful because the picture is bigger than you may have known. Also, this is your time to put any questions you have in the chat. This is for y'all. This is your time. Let me help y'all get reminded on that. This is your time to do it. This is your time for any questions that you have. But I'm here to tell you this. That this team, bigger picture, this team's bigger picture tells me that they are gearing up for something different. They're gearing up for something different. They're going to be gutsy. Gurley is coming in to create competition. They ain't playing. Why everybody's don't get it? I got 112 in here. I got 70 thumbs up. I know we can do better than that. Because my goal here, and I want y'all to understand something. Let me take this off the screen so you can see it. Okay? Let me take this off the screen so you can see it. It says, let's put football in perspective. Ask yourself, why would they want a Todd Gurley when you already have Swift and you already have Williams? I'm not even really thinking about no damn Jamar Jefferson because Jamar Jefferson we got to fight his way onto the roster. And then you just had a guy get hurt in OTAs where they're not even playing in pads. They're not practicing in pads or anything. So why would they do that? Think big picture. Think about it. Got 114. I know we can get them likes up. Think big picture. This Lions team. Why would we have? And it's funny how this works. Look at the press conference. Look at the press conference of your head coach. Look at the press conference of your defensive coordinator. This is about creating mismatches that's hard for teams to just come in and say it. Oh, by the way, the media and everybody think they hot garbage and going to have the first overall pick. You look at this team and tell me that's the plan. Top tier said, who got hurt? Joel Heath, DN/D tackle, got hurt. Tore his ACL, out for the season. Which, be honest, worked out great for him. It really did. It worked out great for him because guess what? With him, I hate to say this, but with him getting hurt, he pretty much guaranteed himself some money for this season. He was going to get cut. I don't see how he was going to break through when you have the team and the players we got on this roster. I just think he wasn't going to make it. Let me see. Vincent says, with this coaching staff, AP will show out. I agree with you. And with this coaching staff, why can't Andre Swift, Jamal Williams, and Todd Gurley, and whoever else you want to put at running back show out? The only thing that would make this a bad move for the Lions if it's a astronomical contract. And at which point I will come back and give you all the praise because at that point I'm going to have a cow and the disrespect is coming out. Shout out to my man, That Dude Live. He says, trying to get to 25 subs. Let's get it. He said for every 50 subs, he will donate 100 red pills to delusional Lions fans. No pun intended. 100%. I'm about that life. Hey, I want to have fun. We got 116 in the chat. I should see at least 90 likes because I'm going to come in Monday through Friday, give you this heat and keep it in perspective, objectively. See, I don't want to do the emotions. I was emotional yesterday about the jersey numbers. I said that. I said I was bougie and that I was a goddamn snob when it comes to jersey numbers. I was open about that part. But in terms of the big picture, the defense and what their possibilities are, every time Don Capers has touched the defense, and whether he's left or not, he touched them and left them in good hands. Now, the guy who took over needed to take him a step further, but that's what they're supposed to do. So at this point, here's a guy in Aaron Glenn who's going to use that same leadership to set up a defense. Oh, by the way, that same defense he set up was in Green Bay with the Smith brothers, and everybody went nuts over that. So just putting it out there. He's going to do that same thing here and create it to where you can bring pressure from anywhere. Not to mention that that's going to create problems for people when you got linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. So it's a lot that's going on here. The Lions trying to get the best out of each position as much as possible. This is my move, which creates the best deep down inside the players to show how bad they want it. Man, talk that talk, Jimbo G. You just named Joaquin Gurley down. With all due respect, I am on your show, so I respect your call, but Gurley ain't it. He don't have to be. He's not starting. He's not starting. That's the point. If you're telling me he's coming here to be the starter, then you got my vote of confidence. He's not starting. Look how he can botch a name. Listen, I botch everybody's damn name. I'm sorry. It's just me. It's just me. Goff wants play action past the 70% of the game. Do you think that Goff game management style will help win more games because Stafford gunslinger mentality got us in trouble even when we had a lead? I think that the fact that they want to have a game manager, period, is huge for the Lions because you want the game manager. The game managers are doing better than teams who are putting all the weight on them. It's a reason why Aaron Rodgers is not it's only been to one Super Bowl, right? Like everybody harps on Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers has had squads, but they've leaned on him. When they leaned on him, they haven't had the success. You go through and you look at people like Russell Wilson. Everybody loved Russell Wilson until you realize he ain't done squat without a rushing attack. So yes, I think it definitely helps to have that game manager in there because it sets the team up to not lean on one player, and it allows for the lead player behind that to simply be told, don't lose us the game. This is why Dak Prescott has had success in Dallas. Tokyo, I want the team to be hot garbage. I can't even knock you today because I'm too damn happy. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. Motor City Thanos, who is going to be better, our offense or our defense? I'm going to be honest with you. The offense is still going to be better than the defense, but we need the defense to definitely be better than 32, and they will. The defense cannot be 32nd in the league this season, and they won't. I don't foresee that to be the case. I thought that the scheme that they employed under Patricia was hot garbage, and it don't make sense. Avery, how about I say this name? Giovanni, Spirit of Detroit Podcast. I don't want relics and retreads. He's not starting. Why are y'all pressed over a guy who's not starting? Who's going to be running back 3? Why you don't want a guy at running back 3 that you can use at any time, goal line or whatever? Why you don't want that? Why? If you telling me you don't want him because he's going to cost a lot of money, then I'm in agreement with you. I don't want him either. If it's going to cost us a whole lot of money, F him. But it's not going to cost you a lot. You think he came to a team loaded with running backs because he's going to be the starter? No. Let me see. Let me make sure I don't miss nobody. Pride, a good coach staff takes talented people and make them into good players. Putting people in the spot they need to be used in changes people from being bust or just okay into quality athletes. Okay, perfect example, Kyle Van Noy. Detroit Lions go out and get him. And if you're going to play a 4-3, he needs to be a DN. What they do, make him an outside linebacker. And everybody gave them the business for drafting Kyle Van Noy and saying he was hot garbage and he was trash. And he goes over and get put in his true position as a 3-4 outside linebacker. And what do you know? He actually can play. What? Huh. Interesting. Because Gurley's knees gone, right? Which is why we don't need him to be running back 1 or 2. His knees can be gone. You think he's the only person with problems that's hurt? People want to trade Turner. He hurt. You know who else is hurt? I can go down a list on people hurt if we doing that game. If we doing the injury game, let's talk about some of your favorite players and their injuries. You still have faith in them. Here's a guy who's not even asked to do anything but be insurance and sit. Come on now. I mean, God, y'all don't see the big picture yet. If you could get a cornerback who gets picks when you got Adam, or a tackle who don't give up a pressure, or a DN who gets pressure every play, who are you picking? The DN who gets pressure every play. If I can get a DN who gets pressure every play, I want that because that disrupts the entire offense. It's essentially cutting the head off from the snake. Then I want the tackle who doesn't give up pressure. But that's what I would do. Just saying. The picks is cool, but it ain't going to do nothing. Gurley is just here to make sure we don't run out of running backs in case of injury hits. Why? Shay gets it. Shay gets it. Any questions y'all have, man, I'm taking them. But I'm in a good mood. There's nothing that would get me down at this point. R-Max says, what O-line got injured? I have not heard of an O-line injury, but I know that the DN/D tackle Joe Heath tore his ACL and is out for the season. Okay, well, that's an interesting take on that, huh? I would love to have Gurley on the squad. He won't be a starter, and I know his knees isn't 100%, but he's still a tactician in the red zone and goal line carries. I guess y'all don't want Marshawn Lynch because he ain't played in a long time. I mean, you remember when Marshawn Lynch came back to play, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, they got Marshawn Lynch," and he wasn't even a starter. That's all it is with Todd Gurley. It's insurance, man. My man Easy in the building. What up, though? If y'all ain't checked out my man SpeakEZ, y'all better stop playing with my man. He out here doing all kind of things. I respect your opinion, Top Tier. If you rather see the young guys play, and I hate to break the news to you, you will with Todd Gurley on roster. And also, Luke, we got rid of Carry-On, so Gurley damn near a replacement. Basically. Don't need Gurley. You know the best thing about something, like for example, right? Stay with me, right? Like we need water, right? We don't need beer, but it still tastes good. We don't need soda, but it still tastes good. We don't need ice cream, but it still tastes delicious. The benefit of having something you don't need is why I think he's insurance. It's why I love what they're doing. Yes, we have other needs, but he's only a don't need if the contract is ridiculous, James. If the contract is not ridiculous, I can't get mad at it. Jimbo G got faith in. He said the defense going from top 5 to top 10. I don't know. I love retreads. Cheap and reliable to you find better. Man, talk that talk, Edward Hicks. Talk that talk. I'm going to read that again. I love retreads. They're cheap and reliable until you find better. Who are you finding better for insurance? You got 3 running backs. If one go down, you're stuck with 2 running backs, and you're still out there looking for a running back. This is insurance. You have a spot because a tackle got hurt. You might as well get him. He's not going to cost you nothing. Gurley proved he could score at the goal line against us last year. I think he had like 9 or 10 touchdowns because of that goal line stuff. Yeah, Van Noy is a great example. You ain't got to listen. I got a bad addiction. Okay. I'm with you. They do got a vision. Let me see. Make sure I don't miss nothing, man. I'm trying to hit as many as possible. It says bringing Gurley in just kills other running backs' confidence. Get them the hell off my team. Go buy. Request a trade. Get the hell on. If you worried about an Asian Asian running back who is here to he's here to push you to be better and to be of assistance in emergency, that thing where you break glass and you can't handle that, get the hell off this team. See, we've dealt with that already. I'm not with that this year. And I don't think this coaching staff is neither. If having him show up scares you, you should not be a Lion. This is the equivalent to you getting more Lions in the pride because you thinking, that Lion's going to get more kills than me. That's not how Lions think. That's not how leadership thinks. It's the weak-minded people who are concerned about somebody taking their job that need to get the hell on. Just putting it out there. People don't want Gurley, but was happy as hell about Blunt. No, take it a step further. People don't want Todd Gurley, but was happy as hell about Everson Griffin, and we gave up a 6th-round pick for him for a 5-game rental. 5-game rental. They was living their best life off of that trade. People don't want Gurley, but they was all the rage and all the noise with picking up what the hell that damn dude name? Scott. Damn it! What is his damn name? The cornerback. The guy from the Falcons, Desmond Trufant. You was hype about that. Told people he gonna get hurt. No, you're not. Okay. I'm trying to get y'all home, man. That's all it is. I said I was gonna put a show on for y'all, and that's what I want to do. And it's not me just making this up to hype you up enough. It's me telling you, look at the big picture. Okay? Look at the big picture. Do you think we will get him? If he passed the physical, yes. Let's see. Gurley is no beast mode. Stop it, Luke. See, that's what I'm saying. Vince, why are you trying to compare everything so simple? It's not like that, dude. When I never said Gurley is beast mode. I said it's the same thing as when the team went and picked Marshawn Lynch off the couch. He wasn't brought in to be the starter. He was brought in to be relief and insurance. This is the same thing with Todd Gurley. See, this is what I'm talking about. People missing the big picture. Vince, come on. You know I didn't say nothing like that. Come on, now. People still begging for Julio Jones, right? Odell Beckham Jr., right? They still begging for that crap. I don't understand it. AP helped Swift a lot last year. You can see the difference in his running. Gurley can do the same. I'm surprised you're the first one to point that out. Usually that's what everybody say. Go and get this guy, man. He could be a coach for the other guys. You're the first one. They just hate Todd Gurley for what? Because he's going to be running back number 3? Oh, God. Could you imagine? I was mad because we traded a draft pick for Everson Griffin to be DN number 2. He wasn't even worth the draft pick. We gave up nothing. And we don't got to give up nothing but a cheap contract. That's it. That's all it is. All right. So, people, you know me. I try my best to keep it 100. I try my best to have fun and put everything into a perspective that you can follow and respect. And I hope you enjoyed yourself today. I hope you are preparing yourself today. I hope you are high and happy and just feeling good like I am. I really do, because it's important for you to do these things. Now, I'm saying all that to say this. I'm going to get to my final thoughts. Gurley won a game for us last year. He scores when he doesn't even want to. That's a good point, Dave. That's a good point, Dave. I'm just, you make a point that's hard for me to ignore. People contradict. They don't want Gurley because of his knees, but want Julio, who also is old in the tooth and injury issues. People are hilarious. It's funny, ain't it? The irony. The irony. I'm not the hacker. Hey, Luke, I think we should get him because he helped us won against the Falcons. Listen, he always knew deep down inside he was a lion. Birds don't fly long, right? You know, it's usually a cat that gets him. He knew he was supposed to been here. Come on now. All right. So listen, people, I hope you enjoyed today's show. I hope you guys hit that like button for me. You know, I got 79 likes. It was 121 in the chat at one point. I got 1 thumbs down. I'm just happy for all of you. If I had 121 thumbs down, I would have still been crunk and living my best life. Okay? Because for me, today was one of them days where I looked up and I'm just like, wow, I can see the big picture. I get it now. I get what Todd Gurley means for the Lions. I get it. But the only thing that can mess this up for me is if this team refuses to give him a cheap deal. Now, if they giving him a veterans deal, like a huge deal, I can't get with that. But outside of that, I'm all right. I'm all right. I've seen fans say that we need to find another Calvin Johnson, like there are dozens of Calvin Johnsons out there. I can't make this stuff up. Shout out to my man. I hope I say this right. Dunamis, he says, get those likes so Luke G, the hardest working Lions fan on YouTube. Is that, and the best part about it is this. I'm a Lions fan. I want y'all to understand that. I'm just like y'all. I just happen to pay attention to the details and understand how these moves come together in a puzzle to create a bigger picture. That's all it is. Let's see. It said you don't like Asian people. It's a lot in Arizona with the ketchup bottle. I don't know what you're talking about. First of all, I love Asian people. Let's get that out the way. So that's definitely not true. And what's this ketchup bottle you keep talking about? I keep telling you that I'm allergic to tomatoes and lawsuits and other litigations. So stop with the ketchup bottle, okay? If I did do it, I don't recall it, okay? But since I'm allergic to tomatoes and I don't like nothing red, chances is I didn't do it. Just putting it out there. See you, my G. Gotta hop off. Hey, 100% SpeakEZ. All right, people, let me give y'all my positive quote from today. This comes from Instagram, actually. Somebody sent this to me, and I thought, oh, this is intriguing. I don't know who said this, but it was beautiful. You can have results or excuses, but you cannot have both. Let me say that again. See, some of this right there, some of y'all missing stuff. You can have results or excuses, but you cannot have both. See, when you get to the point where you think that you get the opportunity to not only have the excuses to do these things that you're doing, but you get to have the results on top of it, you are just downright delusional. Okay? Life is about you making moves and movement. You don't believe me? From the day of conception, you've done nothing but grow. You're constantly moving. And so when you are in a state of movement, it is required for you to not make excuses, but to get results. But what you cannot do is find a way to get into your head and want both. You don't get to have excuses on top of results. You have to put in work to get the results. You don't like the way your girl talk to you, get rid of her. You hate the job you at, find a new one. You don't like the way they treat you because you got a felony on your name? Start your own business. Whatever it is that need to do, we don't need the excuses. We need the results, because the results is what people are going to judge you on. Nobody wants to hear about Matthew Stafford's excuses because they want results. And when you are in the business of finding results, the only thing that's going to matter to those who are judging you is what you put before them and the effect of results. See, people, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to get you lifted. I'm trying to get you to elevate the way you think. I'm trying to get you to think outside the box. And the reason I want you to think outside the box is because the moment you start making excuses, the box gets real freaking small. I'm trying to get y'all home. Y'all not listening. Y'all are not listening. My challenge to you today, ladies and gentlemen, is to simply find a way to get past excuses and head down the path of results. Because when you get those results, please come here and tell Luke about it so he can make sure he give you big ups. The same way he's going to give big ups to RachelMarieSports for getting married recently. The same way he's going to give big ups to people like Jim Live, who's out there getting the subscribers up there and getting close to 2,000 because he's handling his business, who's giving respect to the hood cam, who's getting things done out there in the building, to the DSA members who are doing different things all over the YouTube arena. You got SpeakEZ, who's running his own channel and also helping out with sports. This is how you praise and lift up the people who are seeking results. And last but not least, we can't forget to shout out when you get the opportunity to bring something new to this life, when you get an opportunity to plant your seeds into it, and people like JGB who just had a baby, I say congratulations to all of these people, to the Man Hour who's going to give you great content at a high level and has found the way to not only jump into the YouTube game, but to get their content on radio. I say to you people, congratulations for not making excuses and for making sure that people see the results. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed today's show. I will be back at it again tomorrow between 5 and 5:30. Pray, please, hopefully the job don't hold me over. Okay? Hopefully it don't hold me over. But if it do, I'm going to still be here to give you football in perspective. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, don't be no chump. Please do your research.